Hi, I'm George Nordhaus, and welcome to Monday Morning and Monday Morning Markets. This is going to be the introduction to you of one of the most amazing changes that's going to take place in marketing of insurance in your history and mine and all of our histories. It's called Monday Morning Markets, and down at the bottom it really says it the way it should be. It's a new day. Grow your agency through specialty programs. Without me saying any more, let me introduce you to Al Diamond, who is the head of Agency Consulting Group. He's a great, well-known consultant and is my partner here, and he's going to tell you and us and everybody all about Monday morning markets. So Al, what is it?
Well, thank you, George. Monday morning markets is a new concept. I haven't found it anywhere else in the industry. So the purpose of Monday morning is it's going to become a primary source for insurance agents to connect with specialty market providers, we call them SMPs, to find and understand specialty market programs. Our entire goal is to have independent insurance agencies grow using specialty markets. The other thing that it's going to become is, in cooperation with Rough Notes Insurance Marketplace, we're going to provide featured programs, which are specialty programs with customized video products from well-known insurance market providers and marketing tools for agency websites. So you're not only going to have the featured programs that the SMPs are going to be providing us, but you're also going to have more than 800 specialty markets available on your website. That's what it is.
People are getting amazed right now. 800, I can just hear it, can't you? Talk about the benefits then.
All right. We are trying to benefit two particular groups. We're trying to benefit the specialty market providers themselves, the managing general agencies, the program managers, the GAs who have developed these wonderful programs that have been out in the marketplace for dozens of years, but there are so many of them that it's overwhelming to the agency system and the agents can't find them. We're going to focus our marketing on as many as 1,600 agents. It sounds like a lot, but it's not, because every agent is going to be regionalized and they're going to have a dedicated territory that focuses on where they live. And we're going to allow these specialty market providers to maximize their sales. Then on the other side of the game, we're looking to our retail agents, the ones that are closest, George, to your heart and to mine, and we want to give them additional product knowledge of all the products that their customers and prospects may want. We want to give them additional product and market options, and of course, we want them to sell more insurance.
And we want them to be able to tell the world we're a lot more than the Geicos of the world who sell what they sell a little bit and get a voice over the phone. We have all of these products that we can sell and other people can't because we are agents and we can do it. Okay, Al, tell us now how the system works, or how can agents use it?
Well, it's not a complicated process. It really isn't. First of all, an agency will come to us and adopt Monday morning markets for their website. We'll give you all the tools and the details on how to do it. Monday morning markets will have two things. It'll have featured programs that involve product knowledge videos, George, that you're going to do with the program managers themselves. So you'll hear right from the horse's mouth the benefits of these products. And then we're going to have 800 more specialty products in Rough Notes Insurance Marketplace that is fully searchable, that a client or a prospect or someone from your own agency can look for what markets are available in the United States, and everyone who writes those markets are going to appear for you. The customer will only see the description of the product. You will have all the appropriate source locations for that product. The 800 coverages become available on your website for staff, for your clients, and for your prospects to view. clients or prospect clicking any one of our special videos or the specialty program explanations are routed to your agency and only your agency for contact and handling. That is now in your realm. We hope that you will contact everyone who's referred to you very quickly. And we also have the facility, if you would like us to market for your agency to any one of these programs in your territory. In cooperation, George, with your other facility, this Agencies Online, a wonderful tool for both websites and marketing, they will develop marketing programs for each one of our featured programs and for any other programs that you would like, and we'll either give them to you or we'll implement them for you, and you're just the recipient of referrals for those programs.
Oh, I love it. It's a great opportunity because it all comes together. Why do agencies, why would they want to put it on their website?
Well, there are two major reasons that agencies will want this on their website. First of all, it's going to show the world finally that agencies have many more capabilities than our competitors do. For years we've been going, as you know, George, my firm is a consultant to the insurance business, so we're out every single week in insurance agencies, and we've been saying, show your customers your points of differentiation. They've been coming back to us and saying, we don't know what our points of differentiation are, and so this is certainly a point of differentiation. Mm-hmm. You'll have access to over 800 programs, something that your direct writer competitors, and frankly most of your independent agency competitors, will never have, and we can meet your clients' diversified needs. And we'll tell you why those other agents can't have what you have in just a few minutes. Mm-hmm. That's reason number one. Reason number two, and George, I'll credit you for this, is you've convinced the world that anything that you can both read and listen to is going to be more effective than either one of them. And the videos that we put up are going to sell a lot of insurance on behalf of these agencies.
Well, I think you're right, and I think everybody knows that. We see all that, all the IT people talk about it everywhere, and I think they're exactly right. And you know, another good thing about it too, Al, is as we go forward into the website, is another thing about it is that the agents now on their websites will have a place to put other specialty programs. They can put any kind they already have. They don't have to limit it to this, but we'll talk about that in just a minute. Here's our website, or the major website of MondayMorningMarkets.com, and let's just take a quick look at it here to show you what is available. Now, as you go into this, and I would strongly urge you to get people in your agency to look at it, read it, feel it, taste it, hear it, and so forth. So the first thing we suggest doing there is to have you go into the video that we're doing right now. So as we scroll down to that, you're going to see a video that says introduction. That's what we're doing right now. We're recording this right now. So you'll be able to go into there. Have people listen to it. It takes a little while. It takes 30 minutes, okay? But in the long run, they're going to understand the whole new world of distribution. And as we go on down it, the first thing we come to, and it's something that Al alluded to a minute ago, we're going to have a limited territorial exclusivity program that's going to knock your socks off. Al, I'll let you tell about it.
All right, this is very exciting. When I was an agent, and all of the agents I have really objected to having the same products that everybody else has, where they don't have points of differentiation. If you sign up for Monday Morning Markets and your territory is available, you will be the only agent in your territory that can have Monday Morning Markets. We're going to protect territories. Territories, for purposes of Monday Morning Markets, is approximately 200,000 population density. That means if you're in a county that has 200,000 people in it and you sign up for it, no other agent in that county is going to have this on their website. If your county is much smaller, I talked to somebody from Nebraska today who's in a much smaller place, there may be 10 or 20 counties that combine to form that 200,000, and you'd be the only agent in that group. Of course, if you're in a larger place, in a metropolitan area where you have 400,000 or 6 or 1 million people, there'll be more agents who have this, one for every 200,000, and then we cut it off. No one else will have it. The wonderful thing is the only exclusivity is the fact that other agents won't be able to come in. However, once you have it, you can market Monday Morning Markets anywhere you want. You can market it in your community, in your state, in your region, or countrywide. That's up to you and your aggressive marketing efforts. Now, limited territorial is our name for the fact that there will be no limits on how far you can market, but there'll be limits on the number of agencies who have this. These territories will be protected as long as you actually use the facility. If you get referrals from it, if you market through it, God bless, you'll be protected forever. If you don't ever use it and there are no referrals, it'll be an abandoned territory, and then we'll offer it to someone else who may want to more aggressively market that territory.
And I think there's one thing that we haven't mentioned very well. We said a little bit, there's no cost to this. Anybody. This is free to you agents. That's why, but it's limited, so you'd better get in there quickly and get your territory, because now it's going public and all around the country, and well, enough said. Okay.
We expect to get some very fast movement on this.
Oh, yeah.
We'll have our territories filled up very shortly. So if you're interested in growing your agency at all, I strongly recommend that you inquire or go in and do the following. To become registered, just click here. And specialty market providers, these are our friends who have programs. In order to become a featured program in Monday Morning Markets, you need to register with us. And what happens as a featured program, once you become a featured program, there is no other sponsor of that type of program that will be allowed.
Okay, let's take a look at, these are our product knowledge videos. Now remember, there's one video for every, there'll be eventually one video for every one of these coverages and more, and programs and so forth. On the top there, you'll see kind of an orange thing that says 1 minute overview. That's where I kind of summarize what's in. Now these videos can be any length, 10 minutes. Two of these I think are about 10 minutes, one's 18 minutes or so. We won't play them now because you can do that later on, but the 1 minute overview has people, well, let's see, I don't really want to know that. Or, boy, that's exactly what I want. And then they can go on in and hear it. Now, again, if you're an SMP, don't think that George Nordhaus has to interview this and do all this for you. You can do it yourself. I'm very happy to have you do it. But we will do it, and we'll do it as often as you need it done, because we want these to appeal to the customer or to the client or the potential client so that he or she knows what's in the coverage. All right, let's go down to show you exactly what it looks like on agency websites. Now, it can look a lot different, and it will on a lot of different agencies. Here's Wright Gardner over in Maryland and West Virginia. See where he has specialty insurance. Most every agency has business insurance, personal insurance, you see over there on the left. I mean, all the agencies, but specialty insurance, no. But if you go to Wright Gardner here, we're going to go live to it. So, yeah, if you'll click on that, we'll go live. Takes a minute because we'll have to hit it again now. It's coming live. Here we are. Now, he's going to go live to it. He's going to hit that specialty insurance again. And here is what's on his website from us. So what you see is an explanation of it. Then you see those videos I just showed you, and eventually there'll be many, many of, eventually we'll have to have them scroll down, but now there's 3, and then you will scroll on down to, if they can't find whatever, there's no video on it or whatever, the customer or you or anybody can go right on down that list and find, well, there's 750, 800 of them on here. Al just clicked on all-terrain vehicles. There's a full explanation from the insurance marketplace. But the difference is at the bottom there, and somebody's looked at it and say, hey, I've got an all-terrain vehicle. Click, and it goes right back to the agency. Is this what this is? I see. It goes right there to the email address and it goes right to the agency. The agency then knows you were looking at all-terrain vehicles. You want more information about it, and boom, you've got the thing going. It's a great thing that they've developed here. I take my hat off to the internally to the IT people that work with us. Gosh, I'm glad they can do it. Now, Al's going to kind of scroll back up, Al, to the top menu of if we can, to the, yeah, there you go, to the Money Markets. Now we'll show you the menu items up there. There, see on top, you got home, agencies, wholesalers, FAQs, which are really interesting, incidentally, and that's about all about us, and then contacts. So those are really good because that'll answer a lot of questions. But if you go to the agencies one and you want to register, Al's going to go to the agencies program. And here's the agency, how to do it, exactly how to do it. So Al's bringing that over live. He is going to, Al, you can tell them, this is the tool really that they use, right?
Absolutely. When you go to the agency side, it explains everything that we're talking about here. You'll control your own territory. You'll have, now it says 750, it's already out of date, it's 850. Your territory can be as many as 200 or 250,000. You'll generate more revenue. You'll be able to better serve the needs of your customer. And we will give you or your webmaster, and if you don't have a webmaster, we'll do it for you, the tools to link the specialty market products to your website. We talk about limited territorial exclusivity again, and everywhere you'll have the option of registering.
And so, well, let's keep going down there. You'll see some, again, we put a lot of the information we had in there before so that you could get, you make sure you're on the same wavelength and show your other people. Al's showing it all. There's the, how the insurance marketplace drops down. And then, of course, the action step is registration. Al, would you show them that then?
Sure. Let me log out of here and log into another one.
Yeah, we want to keep these live because it makes it more interesting, just basic slides. So that's what Al's doing. And he's going to say, go ahead.
Here's a live site where we can register. So we'll go into agencies and the registration form. And here it is. The qualifications are relatively few. We have flexibility here, but we're looking for agencies probably at the $5 million premium level and above. If you're in a rural area, we'll take agencies smaller than that. You have to be in business for at least 3 years so that we know you're experienced enough to do this. You have to have a fully functional website. This is important. If you just have a billboard site, there's no place to mount Monday Morning Markets. If your website needs help or if you feel it needs help, we'll give you Val Jordan's name and phone number. You'll call her up at Agencies Online and she'll walk you through and help you evolve or transfer your website into something that you'll be really proud of. And obviously you have to have E&O insurance. We request a limit of at least $1 million. And beyond that, we're just asking basic rudimentary questions, your name, your email, a password that you create yourself, nobody will have it but you, and that will get you into your site, your agency name and the email address you want referrals to go to, and your agency locations, principal's name, and a few things about the number of agencies and producers or the number of employees and producers, where your E&O is placed and how much insurance, and all you have to do is agree to the terms and hit submit, and then it comes to our administrative people. Now, we will very quickly turn it around and approve you or ask you questions if there are things missing, and then you're ready to go.
Yeah, I think that something else that I want to say about this, Al showed it how short it was. It takes, what, 6 or 8 minutes maybe to fill in one time. You fill it in one time. After that, you'll be able to put the information right on your website. And from then on, you never have to do it again. Everything is automatic. As we come out with all the new things, it goes right on your website. Can you believe it? 5-10 minutes of your time to change your agency's future. So I'm very, very proud of that. And well, now, when you sign in, and you now get a dashboard, and I'll let Al tell you about the dashboard.
This is the primary site for registered users. Whenever you sign in, you sign right into your dashboard. It tells you what to do at the beginning, embedding your Monday Morning Markets on the website, how to do it. There are several buttons. One is if you have the knowledge to do it yourself, we'll give you the code, you can embed it. If you don't and you have a web developer or a webmaster, you just click this and you will email the embed codes to your webmaster and he can put it on for you, he or she can. And if you have neither the knowledge nor a webmaster, all you need to do is click this button and our webmaster will help you. There's a $100 charge involved in that, but as you know, if you deal with webmasters, that's very, very inexpensive. And you can edit your domains so that you can keep up to date with your website and update your profile on here. Then the money buttons are down below. Your PKVs are shown below. They're highlighted. Right now, there are only 3. We will soon have many, many more as we get George busy with the SMPs registering new features.
Mm.
And that's primarily what the website does. And then this is where you have access, and no one else but you and your agency has access to the insurance marketplace by Rough Notes. And you can select a category if you have, if you want to insure an actuary, and select your state. Let's say you're in California, and search. And what this returns to you is everybody in the industry who writes actuaries in the state of California. And by clicking through any of these, you get their contact information, and you can call them and make arrangements to place your insurance. This is what happens for all of the categories of special markets where we don't have a featured player. Where we have a featured player, they're of course featured at the front of the Monday morning markets.
So,
and then we access specialty packages. Go ahead.
Well,
George.
I was just going to say the specialty packages. Then you get this automatically, and again, you can. I mean, you can access it from the top deal. The specialty package is really designed so to help you agents. Then we have one also for the SMPs. Information tells you all about how to do the video, how to look at the video, a video for each member of your team, and we push you to do that as we scroll on down. That was early on in the marketplace to how you could also, well, that's really how to use insurance marketplace. Let's go down a little bit further. That we will go to the videos again. You'll see those. This is a specialty package will also give you ways, just keep on going now. It'll also show you, now here's the rough notes again. We showed you how that worked. We'll go down a little bit further here. And how do you add the PKVs to your website? Al just told you about that. We'll go down.
By the way, it's automatic. Every time we do a new PKV, it automatically goes onto your website. You can decline a PKV if you want, or you can just have all the PKVs that we have available.
Right. And then as you go down further, here's like we showed you Wright Gardner a little while ago before. We won't go into it again, but I just wanted to show you again what's there. As he goes down further, here's ideal. We're going to have a lot of this. This is a email we suggest to use to send to your people. Take it the way it is to your people, to your customers. Say, hey, we've got this new specialty thing. So you want to tell them. You want to tell your clients and your prospects too. Then we have a new option. Well, the reason this is dark is because it's a video. It's a live video. But on that, we're going to be talking about all the various marketing options that are coming out for you. Now, remember, everything's free up to now. Now, if you want to do this type of a program and use one of the specialties, there's all kinds of ways. There's stuff right there for everything. So I won't go into it right now, but it's a neat way of doing it, and you can do it or not do it. There's a letter you would use to your prospects saying, hey, here's something on, and then you put the video right on into the prospects. Here's a blog sample for your website. You know, that isn't all bad. And we're going to have a whole lot more stuff. We got something called the Monday Morning Markets Monitor, and starting in July, we'll be doing that. And it's quite a program because it's going to be a 1 hour or roughly or less webinar online for any SMP, all of the staff, any agent, and all of our approved agencies and our staff, and there you are. And then down at the bottom is how do you update it. Again, we've kind of told you about that, but this is going to constantly grow. And then if you have any questions, you can always call our people, and they're there for you. Okay, Al?
So that's what we do for our agencies. And
we can go to the wholesaler stuff there. Yeah.
Here's what we do for our wholesalers.
Right. Go ahead.
These are specialty market providers. They're GAs, MGAs, E&S brokers, wholesalers, anyone who has programs available. We have an extensive network. We invite SMPs, specialty market providers, to watch this video as well. And all you need to do is to register and you'll have pricing at registration. There's a cost associated with putting your product on as a featured product, but you will be showing your product to over 1,600 agents at a relative cost of about $6 per year. I mean, this is really an immense bargain
per
agent.
Yeah, oh, it's amazing.
Yeah, for what you get.
Right.
It's wonderful.
And we have a lot of reports to come to you. We won't go through them all now because it's too long. But when you go to your specialty package here, you'll be able to see it. There's other advantages to it. Once again, how to do it. Keep going out. Let's go down to the areas at the bottom. No, here we go. You're right. Becoming a registered provider. Once again, we kind of describe things here. We just kind of make it very, very simple to you if we can, and then that's the end of that. So we also have a specialty markets providers, SMP package, like we told you, specialty package like we showed you before, on how to operate it, and that's what you will go into, especially people, when you go into. And then we have a dashboard for you. Tell them about that.
The SMP dashboard is much like the retailer's dashboard. It permits you to update your profile. It gives you access to agency information on all the users of your PKVs, which is really important, and most providers of specialty packages have no knowledge of who's using them and how. This will give you the opportunity to see that. It will allow you to set up your PKVs on your own page. As George said, he's available to help, but you can do it yourself if you have the facility. It'll allow you to market your PKVs to all of your current agents. So if an agent has accepted your PKV, they are now available to you, and you may also use our optional marketing programs. So it's a wonderful tool for specialty market providers to finally get fully automated in their marketing effort.
And I just can't tell you the value of the list of prospective agencies, because, well, there's going to be some great ones. We already know that they're coming in right now, and that's a terrific thing, because we're going to go to 1,600. How are we going to get there? We're going to find out if we have a territory left over, and by golly, we'll go to Google and get the guy if we have to. But we have a lot of associations, aggregators, and all kinds of people, groups and so forth, that are helping us put all this together. And once an agency knows about it, there's no downside to it. They can hardly say no. And I haven't talked to many agents at all that have said no. Anybody that ever said no just didn't understand it. That's my attitude. That sounds like a salesman, don't I? Because
George,
what? Yeah.
I mean, what this does for the SMPs is it helps build a list of prospective agencies, because every MMM agent becomes your prospect and has your name on their website. It helps educate the agency staff about you and helps the agency sell more insurance, which is exactly what you're doing. And the key thing, as George pointed out before, we can't stress this enough, is it's free to agents. So all you have to do is sign up for it on the agency menu, and you're good to go. And it is open and available as of the moment that we're speaking now.
Amen. And then for the SMPs, your next step is to do the same thing, really. Sign up online for Monday Morning Markets. We just showed you about it. You click on all those tailors and come on down and you sign up for it and you're in business. Here's kind of a little formalized approach to SMPs, what they can do. You know, what I didn't mention to you is in your specialty package, which you'll get, is a complete explanation of how to write the script, and it's not very complicated, and the slides and so forth. When we do the overview, we spell all that out for you. We show you. It's very, very simple. And once again, if you want to do it yourself, more power to you. Just remember one thing, though. It is done for the consumer who's going into the agent's website and wants to know more about your product. Well, here's what you do. Sign the application, all that sort of thing. Develop the script, as I told you. And here, take a look at this. This will kind of give you a way to go. And we urge you to do it. But once again, I think the most important thing to mention right now is both for SMPs and for agents, it's a first-in deal. Agents first in on your territory. SMPs first in on your coverage. And if you're not the first in, you won't have it. I can promise you that. So there's our website. There's our toll-free number. Info down there. Al, any last words?
No, I think this is self-explanatory. It's a win-win scenario for agents. It's a win-win scenario for special program providers. There's no reason, as you said, that an agent or a specialty provider wouldn't want to be on Monday Morning Markets, except he hasn't seen it yet.
Amen. Well, we'll look forward to having you with us. Feel free to call Al or me or any of the rest of it because we're here for you. And this is going to be the #1 positive change for distribution of insurance. We see it, at least in this decade. And thank you all for watching, and we'll see you very, very soon, we hope.